Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation, all Yakin pushing this word day in and day out, doing this quick lesson on a tweet that I saw dated yesterday, April 26 on the 4th. This went pretty viral, you know. It says breaking all young men between the ages of 17 and 45, which is fighting age. Which really they could go under 17, they can go over 45. They showed you that in Ukraine. I think Ukraine, it was drafting as low as like 12, 13. And it says are no longer allowed to leave Germany for more than 3 months without permission. So, of course, this guy just being a agent provocateur, saying the claim is misleading doesn't mean you can't leave it. If you gotta get informed or get approval for authorities if you want to stay past 3 months, which that's what he just basically reiterating what this shit says. You know what I mean? It doesn't say that you're stuck. You gotta have permission if you're gonna leave for an extended amount of time. Let's say you're a pro athlete, you're a banker, you're an investor that travels, you're this, you're that, okay, then the government has to sign off on it. And guess what, this is coming to America real soon too. All right, so because if you're in your 40s and younger, you're considered fighting age, man. All right, proof of that is who do you see in the gym that's the strongest lifters? It's guys in their 30s and 40s, So they need guys like that for war. All right. And even certain guys in their 20s, but it's rare, but you got certain buck strong guys in their 20s that run the gym, 20s is more like endurance, cardio, things of that nature, conditioning. 30s and 40s is more like brute strength, because I know me personally, I didn't get brute strong till I was about 30, 29 to be exact. That's when I really started to get strong. And you look at your favorite athletes like Jordan. You look at a 19, 22, 24-year-old Jordan compared to a 30-year-old Jordan. They were two totally different species, man. Because the young Jordan or the young Kobe, they were just frail, skinny, man. They were still in their youthful, underdeveloped frame. But when you see them at 30, they've been in the weight room, they got their grown man size to them, grown man look to them, and so forth. All right. We're in a time of war because Germany's a NATO ally, it's an American ally. All right, but even them, they're gonna flip on America. You know what I'm saying, real soon. But they gotta help. That land, man. That land that's about to be desolate, man. All right, they gotta help them people there. Okay, them tiny tops, man. So, hey, man, shit's moving fast, okay? And hey, the draft is coming real soon here to America. This is Second Ezra's. Actually, I'm gonna start at Exodus 15:3. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. So the Lord is about this war. He's gathering nations up. It's about to be a global collapse, then a global war, then a global pestilence, a global famine. All right. So it don't matter if you're a passport bro, and that's about to be a thing of the past, man. You passport bros, jet setting, going to this country, that country, on your Austin Holloman global CZ shit. That's about to be a thing of the past real soon, man. All right. And they may just blame the current situation and raise jet fuel, and then the average flight is like $10,000. You niggas ain't gonna be able to afford that. I don't care how many beg for donations, live streams you do, you ain't gonna be able to afford that, man. Okay. So the Lord Yahweh is a man of war. All right. The Lord Yahweh is his name. So the Lord is about war, man. And that's the spirit, man, because it's starting to rain harder, man, as I'm prophesying, man. Okay. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua had enough of this place, man. Hey, and that's how see how it's raining now? That's how the missiles are going to rain down on this place. Fire is going to rain down on this place then, When the angels... When the Alahayim are beaming us up, when the Lord returns, it's going to be laser beams and thermonuclear missiles going to rain down on this place, America, man. All right. Along with that land, man, of the tiny tops, man. That land they stole from us. All right. So, hey, we living in beautiful times, man. Scriptures goes into many great miseries shall be done to them in the latter time. If you're a man and you're fighting age and you're what they call it, able-bodied, you could do a few push-ups, you could do a few pull-ups, you could do a few reps of 225. You can pop your woman. You're able to, your rod gets up. Hey, guess what? They about to throw you in this war, man. Okay. And that's the spirit. It's raining now because yesterday was like a summer type day. It was like 80 something degrees. 80. My car hit like 86, 87 degrees for like the last 2 days, and now it's raining, man. So, hey, that's how the Lord's going to come back, man, like a thief. You had people outside today thinking it was going to be a beautiful day with T-shirts and shorts, and now they're getting flooded. I see this woman walking across the street with no hoodie getting flooded right now, man. That's how these people won't be caught out there when the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night, man. So, let me see if there's anything else I wanted to grab. Oh yeah, 2nd Ezra 16 and 33, and it says the virgins, talk about the young woman. All right. Because America, even the world, man, I believe women outnumber men like 10-1. So we living in a bizarre world where women have all the options. They can dictate, when they can have sex, how often, with how many men. Because, majority of these women deal with multiple men. Majority of them ain't virgins. They're not wholesome. So they dictate, okay, when they horny, who they could call over, to pipe them down and so forth, man. Like a woman has way more sexual experience. The average woman here in America has way more sexual experience than the average man. Because they even tell you that, 80% of the woman, let's just say the fine ones, all right? The comely woman. I don't want to say comely, but the appealing woman, man, all right? the baddies, or above average looking women. 80% of them dealing with 20% of men, man. All right. And in the 80% of men, they barely getting any action or action from women they don't even want. All right, they don't even desire, not even attracted to. All right, so it says the virgin shall mourn, but it's about to be a total collapse of the dating market with women. All right, because right now women are the prized possession, in this current society, globally, not just America, but globally. You got Jakes in Nigeria that can't even get boxed, because they don't meet that financial, or they don't have that certain look that these harlots like. The virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn having no husband. So all this folly and bullshit and, these hoes on top of the world, hoes run the world, Beyonce song, it's about to be a total flip, man. Overnight. The woman shall mourn having no husband, so they ain't gonna have nobody to pop them, call over. No booty call, no date night. Hey, you just had a woman, which I may have to do a video on it, man. She kidnapped the Uber driver, man. And made him watch movies with her. So, because when you do these different apps or order from these apps, it has the driver's picture on it. So you see the driver, so she probably like what she saw. She like, oh, hell nah. You ain't gonna just drop my shit off and leave. And I think, somehow the dude texted or dialed 911, probably when she was in the bathroom or doing something else. And, the cops came and saved the nigga and locked her ass up, man. And this was a nice looking woman, She was a nice looking woman from the neck up. I may have to do a lesson on it. I don't want Ratazar. But that's going to be the norm, man. I mean, more than likely the dude calling the police on the bitch, then, he's probably either got somebody or a sodomite, Because you got a lot of sodomites out here. They look like straight men, but the whole time they sodomites. It says, their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. So, hey, man, you women going to be trying to kidnap men. That's going to be the new norm real soon, man, I remember one time I did a drop off. It was on an old app I used to work, maybe about a year and some change ago. And it was a Eve and shit. It was at this Eve house. She had nice little hazel eyes. She was decent looking, poppable. She came to the door on the phone, and then I'm like putting her shit outside the door, and I remember she said some shit like, you ain't gonna bring it inside? Like, what I'm saying? So, like, she basically invited me in her house, man. For, Lord knows what reason, man. So, hey, man. You women about to mourn, bitterly mourn. Hey, scripture says, Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Because, when men suffer, guess what? Women suffer, because women get everything from men. All right? But guess what? Men can handle the pain and suffering. They can adjust. They can pivot. They can sidestep certain obstacles. But women can't, man. Especially they don't got the help of a man. And that's one thing, majority of these women about to lose in this society is the help of a man. Because in this society, hey, man, men are the helpmates in this society. You know what I'm saying? It's not a woman. The scriptures say the woman is supposed to be the helpmate. But in this, this is a fucked up world, bizarre world. Everything's flipped upside down. So, unfortunately, due to the curses, men are the helpmate. That's why you see men pushing strollers. You see men paying these women bills, cell phone bills, this bill, that bill. You see men buying all these women cars and shit. You see men buying these whole wardrobes and what they call it, the Birkin bags. You see men doing all this shit. Like a woman barely spend money on her man. Barely. That's rare. Like I could only count I could probably only count a handful of women that I know that I could call, because they made good money. Like there's one woman I dealt with, she was an electrician, but like it's only a handful of women I could say yeah, like she could give me some money and that shit wouldn't phase her at all. She'd give me like $500,000 and wouldn't phase her at all. It's probably only like 2 or 3 women I dealt with like that. But you know, because majority of these women that I dealt with, unfortunately, they live like you know minuscule type of lifestyles, man. They work minuscule jobs. What they call entry level, dead end jobs, shit like that, man. It's only a handful of women I know that got a big bag. I mean, that I dealt with. I know a woman with the bag, but I'm talking about the woman that I personally popped. It's only like a handful of them, man. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. So, yeah, all these Pookie, Ray Ray, TikTok sensations and shit, they about to die of famine. They don't know how to. Excuse me. They don't know how to. They don't know how to survive for shit, man. All right. And ultimately, the Lord ain't dealing with them, man. All right. The Lord gotta be dealing with you. Point blank, period, man, to get through this time. So, hey, man, let me get this last precept, because war is not even on the horizon, it's on the brink of the shores of America. All right. The second Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Isn't this what this article is saying, man? Because a lot of men, let's say they German or whatever, they might have their mom might live in goddamn Switzerland or some shit. Their dad is sick. He's terminally ill. He's on his deathbed. He lives in Slovenia or something. You get my point. Guess what? They ain't gonna be able to leave, man. All right. And the same thing's gonna happen here in America, man. The same exact thing's gonna happen, bro. All right. So I'm gonna end it there till next time. Shalom.